and I sneeze.
Is there no desktop audio? Maybe I need to reconnect that. Hey, Monas, do you hear the music? OBS says it's not picking up on anything. Hang on, do you think it's not working because I'm playing stuff through my Bluetooth? You don't hear it. Is it? Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought I'd figured out such a great... hang on, do you think I can play it through both the... I have some Toho playing. Do you think I can play it through both, like, a dead wire that's not plugged into anything and my Bluetooth, and we can both hear it? Do you think this works? Can you not play it through two things at once? So this is... Wow, hey. This is playing through a dead speaker. Yeah, you're definitely maxing that shit out. You can hear that. Okay. But now I can't hear it. Can I not pulse... Can I not, like, have it go through my headphones as well? Because that was my special solution to not having to listen to the buzzing all the time. Was it really loud? Now I can't hear it. Can you really not play it through two audio sources at once? Fine, I'll just listen to the buzzing, whatever. I swear you could just pipe it through to, like a virtual splitter. Alright, fine. The buzzing's back. How loud is that? I've got some Shinra Bancho on today. I thought today would be a fun day to ostracize everyone who doesn't like weeb music. By the way, I noticed something fun the other day. The character select sprite is in the exact same pixel perfect position as this, purely by coincidence. I thought Windows you had like banana or something, some like audio splitter. I've got so many different types of tea, chat, you have no idea. How is everyone? That does not taste like strawberry, I'm gonna be honest. Alright, fruit tea I knew I was wrong to trust Pickwick. I already knew I hated Pickwick, but somehow they always manage to disappoint and make tea that tastes like the underside of a shoe. How do they get it so wrong every time? Should I get a metal wire and wrap it around like my leg to ground myself? Like unironically. Dude, I love Shinra Banshee. You're working on libdonut trying to improve the FPS for text rendering, but the API will change slightly. Yikes. Alright, I won't...
Gay Scorpio.
Oh, thanks, Potatoes. 66, damn.
WouHou.
I'm not gonna touch anything to do with text then. Good heads up. I had a few things on my to-do list. One thing I kind of want to do is start loading more stuff out of the text files. I think I rely too much on stuff that's compiled, and I think any parameter that you want to tweak should be in a text file. I strongly believe that. You'll be able to choose between storing a pre-shaped text and passing a string to the instance for it to shape in place. Dope. You made fun of that video I said I was watching because he was using Java, but he had like a really fun workflow, and he's doing component-based stuff as well. I thought it was fun to see how he was doing it. Like, he was doing it quite well, I thought. Although in his system, sorry, I've got like an idiot. I bought a proper brush for my beard, and I can't stop brushing myself. It's weirdly fun. You ever like brushed a dog? It's the same feeling. I got like one of those really thick, hard bristle brushes. It was cheap. It was from the Kruidvat. Probably like €3. But I haven't had a real brush just for my beard. I've always used like a comb. It's really satisfying. Probably much healthier than all the other things I do. Anyway, it was cool. But I think his thing was that his components also did, they did functions. Like the components in their game had functionality in them, whereas mine are more like a flag and a data set. And then I have a system that handles components. So a little different. But I thought it was interesting. I'm assuming the audio's at a decent volume, right, chat? You lot there? Alright, anyway. I need to get this thing out of my hands. Let's... I can't believe Shinra Bansho on this one playlist has 171 songs. They're everywhere. Let's start. Oh, my beard's nice now, soft. I should have bought one of these a long time ago. What an idiot I was using a comb. Like a plastic comb. Let's start working on this then. I kind of like the idea. Because there's some other stuff, right? We have, I think, Template Factory? Stuff like, the stuff that's loaded into spawn character, spawn test enemy, this stuff should absolutely be in a JSON file. Hello. At least I think so. At least even just now for testing. You know, if I wanted to be funny and secure, I guess I could bake it into the game, but like... For the testing phase, it seems so nice to, they'll just quickly toggle and tweak stuff without recompiling. It's because that's all I stream, Lich. Although I was playing Slay the Spire yesterday. God, this tea really does. Pitiful. Pickwick, what are you playing at? Maybe it's just the Netherlands. It's meant to be strawberry tea, but really it tastes like a sock. Not to insult the great men of Pickwick. But what are you playing at? How hard is it to get a hand on some dried strawberries and shove it in? I don't know. Anyway, this is ever so slightly more complicated, so I'm going to start on the easiest thing right now, which is the leaderboard system. Sad tea. That's right. Maybe I shouldn't be listening to vocals, because I keep, like, banging out. It's fucking slappers. Maybe I should just have a data... I have a data folder. Maybe I should have, like, a, config or something. Oh, I guess I do. Maybe, like, a save data? Serialized data? God, these musics are good. I really need someone to point out if the audio's a good volume or not, because I'm looking at OBS and it looks a little low. It is a little low. I knew. There you go. I can't have vocals on. There's no way I'm gonna be able to concentrate. The music's too good. I can't click off. I can't click off it. It's too good. Sorry. Is this a PC-90? Original Mystic Square. Huh. Oh no, wait, hang on, it's a whole thing. This is just Alice in Wonderland, huh? God, this is really gonna put people off my stream, it's great. Dude, it's kinda cute. What do you lot think? I'm kinda jamming. You like it? That's good enough. This is when I get raided by bloody Nile Red, and then everyone immediately leaves. Like a slice of life intro. It's pretty cute, isn't it? Kind of nice having my keyboard again. My laptop's keyboard at work, the left arrow broke off. Cute. Yes, chat, I'm well aware that Jason... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure Jason, at least, is not capital caps. Caps. Doesn't care about capitals, right? Like, continues use is the same as continues use, but like... For the sake of serialization, maybe I just leave it the same? Nah, we'll make it standard. This looks good. It is case sensitive. Huh. Why do people always use lowercase? Is it just a standard? You can use any string you want for keys. Huh. You know what then? Let's make it exactly the same as the game then. Just to make things simple. You fucking what? Huh. Hey, Emma. What's wrong? You were awake for 23 hours yesterday. Today you woke up 7 hours later than yesterday, so you got 8 hours of sleep. What on earth are you up to? Oh, this is a tune. Toho music's ruined me, because whenever I listen to something that isn't Toho, my brain is waiting for it to turn into a Toho song. So there's something extremely satisfying about actually listening to Toho music and it doing the notes that I'm expecting. No, you're right, Lich. This is meant to be like a musical. Hey, Gwen. Head past for the WouHou. Wait, I don't know where Momiji Fumo is. She's hidden somewhere in a secret box. If you want, I can head back the mic. Does that help? I do need to get that. Maybe we'll get a flat in the next few weeks. We'll have to see. We haven't had any more offers for viewings since that one I had a few weeks ago. I've made the cupboard very comfy. I cleared away over the boxes so I could open the windows sometimes. Although now it's gotten cold, so I don't need to do that anymore. Still do it during the day anyway, until I feel something. She's banished away now for crimes. Hell yeah. By the way, don't know, I'd recommend the series I linked to if you just want like some fun, bit of fun coziness on the side. It's a very aesthetic devlog. The guy goes for walks in the German forest with his dog. It's comfy. Oh, I just ate a bunch of tea leaves. I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. That's so bitter. Oh no. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. Good lord. You want me to eat that? So it turns out that everything in this tea... This is a different tea. I have 2 teas. Everything's floated? So I just had a big mouthful of... pine needles? I'm not sure what to do with this one. You feel like it's a waste of time if it's just about Java. It's not about Java. Java's not really brought up. The main point of it is that he's doing his own engine his own way, and that's fun and relatable. And all the different, like, it's nice seeing his development over the years. Like when he learns a new thing or he talks about something, you know. He talked about quad trees the other day, or the other episode. I was like, oh, this is good. Yeah, I'll be using that. Like, it is just a YouTube video, but things are explained nicely. I like them. I think you're being a little dismissive, ignoring the series just because it's in Java. I don't think the language actually matters that much. You might check it out. Yeah, don't be quick to dismiss it. Can't wait for like a future donut to dismiss us because we're using C++ instead of Rust. I'm not even using Emacs. Oh, this is a tune. So I'm just fucking around with my monitor. Should the score table load the score board, or should it be passed in? If I'm thinking about the talk we had the other day, well, the video I watched, I feel like all it cares about is the leaderboard, so maybe passing in the file system and all sorts is unnecessary if I can actually just... Maybe game should have the function, or the file manager should have a function to load the leaderboard, I don't know. It does matter, even for something like quad trees lose their potential when you can't implement them properly as a packed away. Yeah, I get the same feeling, Yoma. It's so sad to dismiss someone's hard work because they're using a language that's spelled Java and not C++. Yes, it's less efficient, but also it's presumably what they already knew, and it got them to the point that they were actually able to make the game and produce it. You know? And I'd say that matters a lot more. I think a lot of people would be like, oh fuck, I have to learn something. I have to write this in assembly for it to be efficient. Ah, god. Just not gonna bother. Gonna go back to sneezing. WouHou++ is the only language I care about. Anyway, I'm all for just passing in the leaderboard here. I think game should pass it in. So here we pass in even a leaderboard entry. Why not just pass in a vector of those in here? Dude. Actual enormous slapper. Are you using templates? Oh, hang on. Oh. He tries Rust and it doesn't seem to have all the features you want, and the process for getting them into the language seems to take longer. Damn. You're going to be very sad when you become a senior software engineer and you no longer have to write code. Or are you planning to be a developer forever? Because that's what I'm currently planning, but I don't know, if the pay's twice as good, maybe I have to give up. Yes, I'm ripping open the chocolate biscuits. I can have a little biscuit as a treat. Chocolate share? I don't think I can. Do you think TF2 would run faster if it was written in Java instead of C++? Because it would have been easier to write. Just a funny thought. A hilarious thought. You're planning to start an indie game studio and do direct development for a long time. God. He's never gonna get a break. Yoma will be... Yoma? Donut will be 60. He'll finally write his final piece of code, release his game. Super Donut Adventure. Every pointer accounted for, every vector turned into an inline corrector, a new data format just added. It's like vector but better. Honestly, I wish you the best of luck. That seems like the best role. For you. What sort of stuff do you think you'll be doing? Because if this is your career thing, are you thinking of doing it on the side while working another job that pays? Or would you be producing indie games for profit? Or like, would you be trying to bash out a few things quickly to get them popular to fund your other things? Or I know Sweden's really good for its social what's the word? Socialism bit. Like where they look after you. But or do you think you get like a bank loan or something? I'll be watching your career with bated breath. And if you send me a free copy, I might stream it. You're hoping your main project will do well. If it doesn't, or you don't finish, you have to do something else. That's fair. I'm excited doing it. That'll be awesome, honestly. Do you think you'll stream progress, or if it's a commercial product, would you rather keep it private so you could focus entirely on it? I don't remember if you do any streaming at all. People might like it. People are gonna watch my, like, trash programming. Surely they'd watch yours. Sorry. I love chocolate biscuit. Hmm? Navigation stack, huh? Dude, that was a long-ass banger of a tune. Depends on the stage of development. Right now you wouldn't stream it because it's just low-level engine stuff. What? Do you not want to stream it because you think people don't want to watch it, or do you not want to stream it because it's, like, secret? I thought everything you did was almost open source. Or is this not because it's a commercial product? I can't get over how good this song is. Does navigation stack have access to game? Template factory. Navigation system feels like it should be a subset of game, honestly. It's just based on the FPS test clone you sent me that I haven't gotten around to playing yet, I'm sorry. By the way, that sounds sick. And also popular. Will you be doing all the dark tactics to get people to spend money? Like have big booby waifus that you need to spend money on to gamble for? New York Kayako. New Year Kayako's next week. Your anime art's pretty good, I remember. Yeah, first time I was making simple testing in LibDonut. You say extremely simple, but I'm sure it still took you a while, right? Was this the thing you sent me like months ago, where you sent me videos on Discord of your Quake clone running at 1000 FPS? Alright. Donut Sensei. My liege. It took about 4 days to make the demo. The OpenGL thing from earlier is a different project that took a lot longer, but it's one of the first few things you did. I'm very lucky that you're willing to put up with me this much, dude. I'm gonna look back in like 5 years and think like, fuck, dude. I should have been paying him or something. Your name will be going down in history as the next guy who wrote Roller Coaster Sim 2 in assembly. Remember Donut? Yeah, he released that like Battlefield clone that ran at 1 million FPS and was able to be monetized without microtransactions. And had big booby waifus. Man, Woolen really shat on that, huh? That business relationship. Alright, sorry. I can't stop eating chocolate biscuits and talking about the future. It's what I do, John. Don't know if you can hear me through Shinro Bancho. I'm having a bit of a query. So navigation system ends up leading into a lot of systems. As a result, it's already got game in it. So if I were to continue doing what I'm currently doing, I would pop in here, like game.load leaderboard entries or something and pop it in there. But we're meant to encapsulate things a bit better, right? So if I were to go with the idea of trying to take game out of here, does that mean that game needs to have like all of this shit in it? Like in linear menu, where it's trying to load the main menu. I feel like linear menu shouldn't have to have access to game, because linear menu is more of an abstract function. It's meant to represent drawing a vertical thing. It seems odd to me that linear menu has access to game. I feel like everything that's navigation related should go through the navigation stack function. I don't know what I've been trying to say. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is like, maybe linear menu doesn't need to have access to game. But then again, if I just have navigation stack.quit that calls game.quit, that seems a little silly. I guess maybe main menu itself shouldn't have to initialize itself? No. You see my issue, right? One way to do it is to separate game into smaller classes you can hang out references to, like an asset manager. Yeah. I think that's something I was thinking about doing like last week when I was talking about splitting up files. That would make a lot of sense. Let's look at game. Let's look at the header. These are the functions we have. Private, presumably, are things that are not really being used elsewhere. Yo, tune. But maybe, like, some of these could be put into the navigation component? No. Game state manager? I don't know. I'm at a crossroads. My issue, Donut, is that navigation system and linear menu both have access to game, and both call it for things like quit and go somewhere. Whereas I feel like just one of those needs it, either just game or just navigation system. Like why does linear menu, a thing that's basically just designed to draw a stack, why does this need to have game continue access? Instead, shouldn't this call something in the navigation system to do that? Because this should surely handle the navigation. But then at that point, navigation system just becomes a big router through to game, which seems kind of pointless. Should navigation... No, navigation system is more of like... It's meant to be put on a stack, right? No. How does this work again? There's just the one, right? You have a stack of submenus. Oh. I feel like my decision of where to start loading these leaderboard entries from this JSON file for will decide a lot. Because if I just shove the like JSON loading function in navigation system, that feels wrong. So yeah, maybe I definitely should have like a asset manager, where in here you'd load leaderboard menu and you do asset manager.leaderboard entries or something. That's not like the leaderboard menu needs access to the asset manager. I feel like menus shouldn't have any loading. Now, like menus shouldn't have, they shouldn't do any processing, right? Menus should just draw whatever's passed in, I think. There may be exceptions, but like, for the most part, I feel like menus should just be pure in that sense. Guess I could get my pen and paper out, but that's not what I want to do. Let's have a look and see what we're doing. So in game, we have all this stuff like loading pause play systems. Something like leaderboard entry could be viewed as its own resource class that handles loading itself. That's true. I'm kind of using this as a jumping off point for serializing the rest of the program. So if we can come up with a good strategy on this basic class, so we can use it everywhere else. Chocolate biscuit. You forgot what's the issue. Oh, sorry. My issue is about encapsulation. Currently, I feel like a few too many classes know a few too many things they don't need to. I feel like a lot of my classes should basically just deal with the data that's given to them, rather than load them themselves. And a current symptom of this issue is that a bunch of rather irrelevant classes... Good thing I just clicked on one randomly. A bunch of rather irrelevant classes happen to have... God, it is really hard to talk over vocal music. Right, you know what? WouHou jazz. WouHou rock. Let's put on something without voices. This is what I listen to at like work, but like... It's really hard to talk. Let's put on some, like, rock or something. Is that okay? Sorry. It seems weird to me that some of these things have access to game. You know? Like the whole game object. That seems unnecessary. And it also makes the game a bit... I don't know. It's all over the place. And it takes a while to compile as well, because anytime you change game, it has to change like basically every file, which seems rather unnecessary. So, I'm looking at game now. I'm thinking, does game even really need access to like the systems? Should game even be handling the systems? I feel like maybe access to stuff like, sure, you know, game can handle update, tick, display. That seems fine. Maybe. That seems fine. But, does game need to have load plays like all this? Maybe instead of this, I have like a, systems manager or like a game state manager to hold on to it. The game has access to. I understand the koan with the dog. It spoke to me. It is like an easy shortcut, but like I understand that it can lead to bugs later down the line. So the dog koan was something like the sensei was walking his dog, and then the student is like, hello, and the sensei's like, damn, this function of yours is, I've been thinking about it, it's a bit rubbish. And he's walking his dog, and the student says something, and the dog barks. And the student's like, is your dog alright? The sensei says, the dog's a little hungry. So the student's like, oh, should I prepare the dog a feast? And the sensei says, no, don't bother. Just open the fridge and let him have whatever he wants on the inside or something. I haven't told that properly, but that was the gist of it. Was like, should I make something specific available to the dog, or no? Just open the fridge. The dog will have what he wants. The moral of the story being, maybe you don't have to pass around your super duper object absolutely everywhere. Because, you know, and you know, it might seem like a quick shortcut, but then later down the line, you might have a function that's like... I think they gave a different example where they have like a video projector, and they're like, well, if you were to pass the like super object into the projector's like, you know, realignment function, someone could go in that realign function, which should just have access to like, you know, what direction is the projector facing, you know, some basic stuff. If there's access to the whole program, someone could write like load video in the function to adjust its position, which is silly, and it would work, and it might fix a bug, but then it's yeah. Oh yeah. Why are you passing an instance of big common struct when the function only needs x and y? Big common struct is where we keep x and y, master. Yeah, that was it. Basically, game right now is big common struct, and game has access to like, you know, the systems and shit. But maybe I should encapsulate it better. It's funny because whenever I think about encapsulation, I think of Uni and I think of Java. So that's probably why I always think of this stuff as kind of Java-y. Oh, sure, Lich, you're gonna head out. Have a good rest of your day. I'll let you know. Sure. A reminder that I'm streaming like off my laptop and Steam Deck, so I'll have to talk to you through my terrible Steam Deck microphone. So keep that in mind. But have a good one. Let's chat tomorrow. Lich Eye and Chris are all gonna play I think Pathfinder 2 on Saturday. We're gonna see how it works. And Deppy, yeah. Sorry. Yo, Necrophantasia. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's clean up a little bit. First of all, a little quick cleanup. I like what I'm talking about. I don't think I'm too full of shit. There's a level of shit in there, but like... I'm not 1000% full of shit. I'm definitely talking some truths, right? So... I am gonna make a... Let's just call it a systems manager for now. Keep it easy. We'll rename it later if we can come up with something better. I'll pop it in game as well to keep it easy. Actually, it's even better than that. Let's just copy and paste this, because that's basically what it is. Systems manager. Yeah, you can be final for now, that's okay. I'll think about what you actually need in a minute. You're also gonna head out. I'll buy you, man. Is it because I also stopped playing the Shinra Bansho music? You got upset? Let's just get rid of everything for now. Have an easy empty slate. Because you have a class in 15 minutes. That's not a good enough excuse. Alright, systems manager is going to have anything with the word systems. So I'm going to take the load the 3 systems thing in there. You also probably want to have the systems vectors. Should Systems Manager itself override as a system? Oh, maybe. The System Manager itself is a system? That would be kind of crazy. But, like, I mean, a system's just something that has, like, tick, update, and draw and stuff. Which this should have. As a system. Okay, that's kind of spicy. That's kind of spicy. I like it. I think that's right. Something that's managing systems probably has everything that the systems want anyway. Systems are sprites, if you understand correctly. No. Not quite. In this project, sprites are an object that manages, like, texture data and stuff. Systems are a... Systems are like a manager of the registry. So in our program we have loads and loads and loads and loads of entities. They're all kept in the registry, and they all have a bunch of components tied to them. So the player entity will have, like, you know, move with the keyboard component, and has a health bar component, and can shoot bullets. And systems manage all that in a relevant way. Yeah, they update the state of the game. So that's where your tick, update, draw stuff goes. Yeah, the game doesn't need to have, like, spawn player in it, I'll tell you that. It definitely doesn't need textures and fonts. It can have navigation and conversation system. Yeah, I'm thinking if we make an asset manager, we'd pop all this stuff in it. Hey, Bonfire. Well, I thought spawn player was in template factory. It was in there as a convenience method. It's just a convenience method for now. It's a legacy left over from when we were doing the demo. Remember the demo scene stuff? It's here. This is just it's just purely legacy. I'll be probably fixing that now. But it's just been that, like, when the game starts, it loads the player and some, like, test enemies, and that was just handled in game for now. But I'm gonna fix that. Okay, game as, like, the not superset, but as the manager of all systems, should hold on to time, last, pause, and animation system, maybe. Resize display updated. These definitely could go into an asset manager. Conversation end. Yeah, this doesn't need to be in game. Systems manager could probably hold on to like, maybe just these for now. And then maybe we could have a game state manager that does start, resume, continue, pause, etc. that calls from systems. I don't know. They might also just be integrated. Animation type feels like it should be in an animation system. Yeah, maybe. We'll look at that in a minute. I don't quite remember how this is used. It might just be passed in the draw function. Yeah, so game handles it in update, and I guess it just passes it into everything. Although, it doesn't seem to be using it. Oh no, it takes it... Huh. No, I don't know if it is being used. Might be an old thing. It might be from like the bean or something. I don't know. We'll look at that in a minute. Maybe it's not being used. Yeah, it's just an old thing, I think. Alright, let's work with this for now. We've got Systems Manager. You have the functions. You need update game state. Is that up here as a floating function? No. Hang on. I feel like Systems Manager should hold on to all this as well. Systems Manager, navigation system. Well, Systems Manager has the navigation system. Systems Manager has these two already, and update game state is literally just a one-line function that deals with a context variable. I think all this shit could go into Systems Manager. What do you reckon? Probably, yeah. I mean, game is basically just Systems Manager right now, right? Should Systems Manager be called Game State Manager? Maybe. We need to work on these names. Game Start versus Go to Main Menu. I think I was trying to make some consistency by calling it game and then a thing, game and then a thing, game and then thing, but... anything here that has like game state updating in it should go. Like, why is toggle max FPS in the same place as go to main menu? This does nothing as well, okay. Let's see what we've just added. Do we need to split it further, or is this maybe this just fine for now? Go to main menu. Go to main menu, game start. It's just these. It should really be initialize, I think, because it clears. Or reset to play systems, maybe. I don't know. This could be doing with a little refactoring. I'm going to add that to CMake. You usually try to think of names that don't end with manager because it ends up with better reflecting. I kind of agree. I think the words like manager and handler and system are really annoying because they often are the easiest ways to explain something, but then you end up with a million things that will have the word controller. Oh, controller's a good one. That's another one. It's everywhere. Everything's a controller, manager, handler. You know? I kind of hate it. Systems manager manages the systems. You know? Controller manager handler factory. I was thinking about it. Runnable. I definitely need to refactor some of these a little bit. I guess game over can go in there too. I already did, okay. Game over is exactly the same as go to main menu. Amazing. No, it's name entry. It's different. Okay. Maybe I could reword that. Maybe load menu systems should pass in if it needs to reset to something or not. Because that would replace this. This is unnecessary sometimes. Reset menu just replaces whatever you had there. So yeah, think about that. Alright, this is looking kind of good. Like already it's just a little cleaner, you know? Do you need file system? You will need it in a bit. Yeah. It's hard sometimes to come up with those names, and sometimes you want to write the code and not the name for it. Oh, whoops. Does game need all these imports? I might be able to pull these out. I think you will need them. I'm gonna see if I can just pull out everything here that says system and put it in the here. Might not be possible, it might need some, but just for now. Oh shit!
Got my first paycheck.
Robot,
Thanks
holy
for the
shit!
many years of streams.
Good thing I looked over. Thanks for the £100, holy shit. Wow. That's very kind. Well, I haven't got audio notifications on my side, so I can't normally hear them. Thank you, Robot. That's really sweet of you. Look, you get Gensoku the Gods Only Know playing for you. Thank you very much. That's so much chocolate. It is. I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll hold on to it for now. I'll let you know if we come up with something fun. At some point I need to make... I mean, this is boring. I don't know if you want me to do something in particular with it, but at some point I want to make upgrades to my stream. Like maybe at some point I'll get like a camera instead of a webcam or something, I don't know. That's kind of sick. Although Chris has a camera, maybe I could just use that. We'll see. That's really sweet. Thank you. But now I'm going to sit here and eat my chocolate biscuits. It's yours to do with what you want. Yo, let's go. Well, I'll sit on it for now then. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm reeling a little bit. Thank you. That's really sweet of you. I'll get back to work. I wish there was a way for Visual Studio to tell me if you do buy thousands of chocolate biscuits. I wouldn't think it was the best idea. I'll hold off. Maybe I'll buy a bottle of whiskey or something. No, that seems wasteful. I don't know. It's nice. I'm filled with possibilities. Sorry, I'm lost track of what I was doing. Bloody hell. Stream sabotage. You've done a great job at it. I don't mind these kinds of sabotage, chat. Wink, wink. All right. Let's get back to it. Maybe I'll buy Chris dinner. That's kind of sweet, right? Although I don't know if that's weird. That might be a little weird. I mean, not 100 quid dinner, but like a few dinners, you know? She graduates soon. Tomorrow's her last day of internship. You know that. We're gonna go on a weekend trip in a couple of weeks. It was really cool. Soon you'll have to call her Dr. Chris. Do you believe that? She's looking to try and get limited days a week, which I'm really jealous of. One of the many benefits of being in education for 10 years before you get your first paying job. Doctors can sometimes get 4-day-a-week work weeks. Sometimes 3 if you're really lucky. Doctors defer, yeah. She said she'll start streaming though, maybe. Maybe. Don't hold that to her, but she might. If you remember, she streamed like a bit of Dark Souls a few years ago when we were in the Last House. But she might stream like Overwatch or something. I hope you'll support her. And then maybe she'll make it really big, and then she can host me back, and that's how it cycles, right? Right? That's how this works, isn't it? Sorry. Update game state. You can go in here. Ponk. Go here. Oh, Dimitri. No, this is Xeon. Oh. Let's make some more systems. Let's make a asset manager. For now. Whoops. Oh wait, hang on. We did this a different way. I guess we could have managers. You know? Somewhere between systems and game. We need to rename game in this, I guess. I love this song. You wonder how many streamers with PhDs there are? Chris is not doing a PhD, I think. I think she'll have to deal with having 4 degrees. Sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not bragging. It's not my thing to brag about. But I think a PhD is just a few more years of suffering. Whereas if you can just get into the job now, I think that would be poggers. I don't know. You'll have to ask her about it. I don't like talking about people behind their back. Too much. A little bit's okay. A little spice. Pretty simple so far. I guess this is pretty much what I wanted to do the other day, huh? Alright, asset manager, what do you want? I'm thinking the asset manager... Oh, you want to include file system at least, right? Where's file system? I don't remember. Let's give you common for now. Yeah. I couldn't stand the idea of doing a master's degree. I'm sure I could have managed it, but like I just really did not want to. This seems a little stupid. Hey Donut. No, actually never mind. I was gonna say, how do you feel about in every file doing like ... and then going back into like navigating back to root and then going all the way down to it versus having relative pathing, like, you know what I mean? Like this is the same as this. How do you feel about one over the other? In the other IDEs and languages I use, it normally starts from like a root point and then goes down to it. You never do like in file, in case you move the file around, I guess. Spending every day of the week thinking about thesis is not something you want to go back to. You're reminding me of when I had to do my dissertation, and it's all I did for like 6 months or whatever. I like overworked myself. A couple of your flatmates had pressure to do a master's they didn't want to do, and you did not envy their positions. It's just a lot of time investment, right? And you have to stay a student, essentially. You're not getting paid like any real salary, right? I'm pretty sure you have to... Do you still have to pay to do a master's, or is that when they start paying you? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you have to pay for masters, right? Like, it's a couple more grand. It's PhD where they pay you. I think Hotsy Flotsy was doing a PhD, and she was getting paid a decent wage. A bit more than me, I think. I think that was Hotsy Flotsy. It was it's one of our friends. Where is file system? Where do you come from? Oh, you're part of Donut. Oh, okay. Common should have you then. You don't pay for a master's in Sweden. Sorry, you bragging about being born in a Nordic country? Mr. Oh, I'm gonna start this Pokemon game with Bulbasaur. Alright. Sure. Sure. You don't want to be tackling Brock to death, huh? You don't want to be using Ember, huh? You don't want to have to level up a Bellsprout to get your way through Misty, huh? You want that Razor Leaf, don't you? 100% crit rate in Gen 1, almost. 95%. What's my favourite Pokemon of all time? I don't know. Let's open up Pokemon Starter. I don't know, let's open up like a list of like 151 Pokemon. Alright. I don't think there's any porn on here. Good. If there is, just close your eyes. Not bragging, it would be great if more countries follow suit. I'm just jealous that you're in Sweden, that's all. I mean, I've always been a Charmander boy. I think Charmeleon's super slept on. He's like really cool. I think Wartortle's really cool. I think the middle evolutions of Gen 1 are the best middle evolution starters ever. The other games, the middle evolutions kind of suck. Who likes Croconaw? Who thinks that like what's Inferno evolved from? Like the middle one. Who likes that one? Monferno? Who likes Monferno? Rubbish. But like, give me like Ivysaur, his brother and his friend. Most mid-evos just don't quite work. I think Gen 1 did a really good job of doing like child, awkward teenager, powerful adult. Because I think that's what it's meant to represent. And they do it really well. Like, they look really quite powerful, but like still a little held back by something. Primplup's cool, but it's just like, I think Wartortle's really cool. I like that they're also plenty off-color as well. I like that. Dude, is this the Fire Red Leaf Green? This is a weird looking sprite for my boy. Give me like the original sprites. Hang on. Give me like the actual Gen 1 sprites. Well, the Gen 1 art is fine. Okay, this is the Gen 1 art. This is better. You know the art is based off the sprites. I always thought that was crazy. You think it'd be the other way around, but no. It's like weirdly stretched around. Dude, I love Gen 1. The Ghastly line is sick. Just each of them are so cool. You know, if you're only going to have one line of ghost types in your game, and you make them the Ghastly Haunter Gengar line, like, beautiful. Similarly, you're going to have one dragon type? Alright, dude, you're going to give me a Dragonite. Shit, alright. See how it is. You're going to just start out with a fucking bang. Sure. Got Scyther in here, dude. Got fucking my son, Kabutops. Some real bangers in Gen 1. Personally, big fan of the Victory Bell line. Never huge on Dragonite. Dragonite was cool. He's really powerful. And excluding the fact that his strategy in Smogon is rapping over and over again. You ever tried to grow a Dragonite on AA batteries as a kid? You have to, like... You gotta, like, go to the Safari... Okay, there's a few ways, right? You can either spend all your money you're ever gonna have in a game with limited money on a Dratini at the game corner, buying coins for, like, an hour, or you're gonna go with an Ultra Rod to the Safari Zone and fish in there for a few hours. You're going to lose a few Dratinis, but you're going to get one eventually. And then you're going to spend probably like 30 quid in AA batteries leveling that thing up. Because it takes so long to level up because it's a Dragonite and it has like a weird base stat multiplier, whatever, you know the number, there's like a difficulty to raise multiplier. You feel good when you get those boys up. Slam starts hitting, you're like, whoa, even Slam's good on this boy? You got like the wheezing, kind of misunderstood wheezing. Bottom line. Tentacruel, much cooler than I ever gave him credit for as a kid. I always thought they were annoying, but they're actually super cool. Even the fighting types. These boys, cool. This boy. Experience groups, yeah, something like that. Anyway, sorry. We're not having fun, we're working. Don't get it twisted. Alright, asset manager. Hello, it's WouHou Dime? Is that how you say that? Sorry. It's Maharadyne, maybe? Hello. How are you? Sorry, we're not actually comparing Pokemon, we were just talking for a bit. If you got baited by the thumbnail of the stream, because it looked like we were looking at Pokemon, I'm sorry. With Juggins. Well, hello. How are you? I'm just doing a little refactoring. Our game class has gotten chunky, so I'm splitting it up a little bit. In Asset Manager, Bindings Configuration? Maybe you could go in there. That's an asset. Where do you get called? In here, right? Let's maybe leave this for now, but perhaps Input Manager should have this. Or maybe instead of Input Manager, is it happening in here? Add binding? Maybe this should just return a list of bindings. That would make the most sense. You don't know if you count it as an asset because you don't need it once you've applied it and loaded it. I don't know, I'm just thinking about encapsulation. We're talking about pure functions, right? Where this is a void function that you pass in something and it edits something mysterious on the inside. Do you think it would be better if we reformatted this to return a list of bindings? Or do you think that would be a pain in the ass? I'll leave it for now, but maybe later if we have time. Just something to think about. I know at the very least we're going to want... This should probably be in the settings view, huh? Maybe a settings manager. The input manager is already like a list of bindings, so maybe it's unnecessary. True. Haskell. Some of these things seem really unnecessary. I should definitely have like a settings manager. This stuff should be just like settings. Or config. Game config, maybe. Doesn't even need to be a manager. It could be its own thing. Game config. In fact, this could just be a context variable. Configuration class, yeah. It would be nice and easy to... it would give me something to serialize. Write that down, chat. Serialize a configuration class. So Asset Manager, you're definitely going to need a file system. Do you want the animation repository? You kind of use everywhere, aren't you? I feel like all of these sprite-related things should go in there. Would you consider Template Factory an asset? Death penalty. Kyoko? Anyway, sorry, load texture and load font at least should go in here. Config should definitely have these things. No, the template factory is just a utility class to help you create entities. Should definitely just call it like entity creator or something. Entity handler. The template factory itself is a bit of a questionable. I feel a bit weird about it. Entity factory does make more sense, yeah. I just Control-Shift-F that. I don't trust Shift F2 or FN F2. Let's go to class. Good luck with your code. Good luck with your... Oh, you've changed your name. Good luck with your class, McJuggins. Dude, this preserved case thing's kind of nice. This looks fun. This is even called Entity Templates in the header. Let's change that. I guess I didn't need those headers. Alright, let's just leave Entity Factory for now. It's doing its own thing. I should definitely have a, like an 8 pix font and a 16 pix font. Man, it's starting to look kind of nice. With different typefaces. I mean, they can use the same font, but I mean, I was talking aloud. Everywhere in the program, we've decided we just use 2 sized fonts, and I think everywhere we're like constantly rebuilding it, which seems kind of wasteful. Or did we decide we couldn't do that because of shaped font? This is what your rework was about. Two different font objects. No, I was talking about something else. I was talking about this, I think. Where I'm only ever using 8 and 16. gonna try drinking this tea with all the stuff stuck to the top and just put my teeth in the way. It's actually quite nice. You just have to put your teeth as a filter. It's nice tea. It's got like mint in it or something. Something nice. Do you need Sprite Atlas? Be real with me. But you wanted 2 separate fonts. I was thinking about it. I could make the big one like bold, maybe. But no, I think it's just the one is fine. I feel like you probably want the Sprite Atlas, but you're being passed around. Yeah, I'm feeling like I just put all of this stuff. Sprites are an asset, yeah. I was wondering if entities count as an entity, as an asset. Like, should the entity factory be in there? But are we going a bit too far? Asset manager.entity factory. Like, maybe? But not really. It's not an asset in terms of, like, a serialized object. It's like it's a purely, like, game memory thing. For now. I don't think there's much I'd store in there. Components. Time lost paused. Animation time. I don't think this is actually being used. I think we can just do this. I don't think it's needed. Entities are the state of the game. Yeah. They're more of a game state object. I guess if anything, Systems Manager could have it, technically. But no. Game's okay, I guess. I mean, why do you hold on to this? I guess... does game need this? Does game need to hold on to pause and stuff? I don't think so. This stuff should probably be in the Asset Manager. I'm thinking. Or in the Systems Manager, sorry. Gotta use the densest font you can for the 8 pixels, like whatever. And the Microsoft Word art for the 16. Hell yeah. Systems Manager, game really was just this entire time a Systems Manager, which makes complete sense. Like, what's the word? Academically, it makes a lot of sense. The game was basically just Systems Manager, and that by refactoring systems out of game, we're basically just reducing it to a loop. Which makes sense. It's the top level glue. For when things can't be atomicized anymore. I like that. Yeah, it should be in a config somewhere. I like the idea of game being a rather loose, empty class. Because, I mean, it is inevitably going to be here and there in control of everything, but it seems unnecessary to have some really benign stuff in here, like resizing and spawning the player. That should definitely not be in here. Anyway, we need to also have update in here as well, I think. Wait, does application have? Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna want this stuff in there. And we're gonna do it, we're gonna use it in the exact same way that game is using it. Yeah, this is demo tree, I know that. I think game mostly being control of just holding on to the main players makes the most sense. Like if game is the, you know, CEO, whatever, he doesn't actually do much work. He just keeps a list of all the other people that do work, you know? Like the game, yeah, he knows. He's appointed an input manager. The game's he's appointed a file system. He doesn't manage the file system. That's what the file system's job. But he holds on to his number. You like the analogy? That's what I'm thinking, at least. And then that splits us from the issue I was having at the start of the stream, where I was saying it's weird that linear menu is calling both game and navigation system to do stuff like load the menu. It seemed really odd. And I guess that just showed up an issue. That showed it like a base issue in the program, I guess. I think right now, update, tick, and display can be mostly just cut out. And it's chucked into... Sorry, did I put this into Asset Manager? That was stupid. I meant to put it in Systems Manager. You need to go at the top, I think. And you need to be... Like, game still needs this, but it can be basically empty. You can have the window.present... whatever. I'm not gonna take that away from you. You can show the board of directors or whatever bullshit I'm gonna say next. You don't need this. I don't think you're gonna need that. You can have this. You can have this. For now, I'll let you keep this, but watch yourself. I'm gonna get rid of that. You should be in config. I guess config could be in a config system. I'm just cleaning this out for now and leaving everything in Systems Manager so I can... Renderer, huh? Systems Manager doesn't have to extend systems. You know? I could pass in the renderer here from game and the window. It can just be mostly the same function. You know? Should you have the renderer? Probably. Where is it? Go there. You would just pass the renderer into display, yeah. Well, I'm more thinking like Systems Manager right now I extended from System. Should I not extend from System and have a slightly modified display function that takes in the renderer and the window? Or maybe just the frame buffer. It doesn't need the window, I think. I'm gonna do that. Well, I was more thinking, like, Systems Manager needs to do everything a system can do, because it needs to be able to tell all the systems what to do. But it doesn't have to be a one-to-one. You don't need to have window.present, I think. Game can still hold on to that for now. There was something in the middle here. Wasn't there? Oh, it's this. By the way, here's your PC98 reference. Right? Ah, fuck it. Is this okay? Like just doing this? Or did you prefer it before when it was its own? The system's API could be improved by taking the render and display instead of forcing the ones that need it to remember it's a member of variable. What? I guess what, just passing it in the display function? Yeah, because right now it is a member variable, right? That's true. That's true, why do they have a member variable by default that's only used in this one function? That's a good point. Write a to-do for that, chat. That would make sure you can't accidentally render stuff in update, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for being my to-do, chat. Oh, I need to define that you have a registry, I guess. Is that right? The syntax looks off. I feel like you should be a colon. Yeah, I was thinking. I wrote it right the first time and then I changed it. He'll think about it. The constructor is missing a body. Oh. Guess technically I could put this in the C++ file now. Fine. I'm not using any templates right now. Maybe this could just be getting stained. This seems stupid. I should have a list of systems to add, so not next systems to replace, but like next systems to add. So I could have two different methods maybe. Yeah, this seems wholly unnecessary. Maybe I change next systems to new systems, and then I have a function that's like next systems instead. So instead of clearing next systems, it just adds the... Instead of this, it adds whatever I've added in here, and then clears it so it doesn't happen again. That would make the most sense. Handle events. Does Systems Manager need this? Quit. I feel like events should be in game still, so maybe I leave this in game. That's okay. If system soundstage.update should definitely be an asset manager. For now we'll leave it in game because it doesn't exist yet, and we'll extract this when we maybe make like a sound manager or something. Sound player, I don't know. Could be useful. In this case though, you could probably move the code to wherever the flag is set to begin with, because it doesn't need to be deferred anymore, because it's just setting a context variable. What? Oh, the... Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, what? Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Okay. My idea seems useful though, right? Like if I want to have a system that's only added temporarily, maybe I'll keep that idea for next time. Because I don't think I need to necessarily clear sometimes. Sometimes I do want to add one without... But yeah, no, you're right on this. I changed this to like if registry dot... Is it just dot contains? Like that? So if it doesn't have it, add it, otherwise, whatever. Where the fuck is this being ran? I'm pretty sure it's coming in from one of the systems. Alright, just get rid of it for now. I think it's in like linear menu system. Settings menu? Oh, here it is. So it was in toggle debug overlay. What I will do, for now, I know this is heinous, I'm gonna pop it here and write a to-do, write config class and put this in there. So I'm aware of my actions. Because these are all config things. Settings menu should probably have there you go. We'll fix this. Now begs the question, right? Systems Manager manages so much. It's just kind of becoming game 2. Pause. Should you be somewhere else? Maybe not. But I'm thinking like, I need like an input manager and an entity factory. Like everything basically the game was using. Is it the fridge door open, or have I just installed a freezer? You know, like Systems Manager has so much stuff in it, but like maybe it should. You're not needed. Neither are you. You know what I like about wireless mice? I'm like sitting back in my chair stretching and I'm still able to scroll. Kind of nice. I think that's It's trying to use my hair as a tracking point though. Hey, look. Alright, Donut. Riddle me this. I'm making... Like, Systems Manager is huge, right? It needs to basically be able to do anything in the game, because it's creating and dealing with all the systems and entity. Any progress? Yeah. We've been splitting stuff up. We have an asset manager now as well. If you add a console and call your configuration parameters CVARs, it'll automatically increase the authentic game engine feel by 50%. Hell yeah. Should I do it in a .ini file? Or a what does TF2 use? .cfg. Should I have an autoexec.cfg? Oh, sorry, Donut. Anyway. Systems Manager needs these variables. Stuff like main font and screen camera. Some of these are held in the bloody Asset Manager. I'm guessing I could pass the Asset Manager into Systems Manager. You know? Like I could just do this in an opposite order and then pass this in here. But like, the Systems Manager needs shit like the viewport and sprite atlas. Should Systems Manager have these things as local variables, but references to game? Or should it shouldn't just have a pointer to game. I feel like I should avoid all pointers to game, right? Surely. If I'm trying to do this properly. So should I make it so Systems Manager just has all this shit passed in? I think that's okay. But now I'm just thinking, like, why does game need it? You know? Like, why does game need to hold on to screen camera? But then again, why does Systems Manager need to hold on to... But maybe it does? Asset Manager doesn't need screen camera. Like the renderer? The renderer's passed in and it's using all these other places. Oh, I guess I don't need these anymore. Game is top level glue, so if it needs to hold on to them to pass them around, that's a valid reason. That's true. Game is where I want to have the least number of references, if any. I want game to mostly be... I mean, things like file system, but I want game to mostly be where things are stored. So I guess it is okay for me to have these things as member vars then, right? We're going to need an input manager. Entity factory, sprite atlas viewport camera. Is this okay, or are we like overdoing it now? It's like, I mean, right now the easiest thing to do is do this and then see what isn't needed. Right? Probably don't need a vent pump, don't need the window. Might need these. Don't need this right now. Right, the sound manager doesn't do anything at soundstage. Audio listener currently isn't used. Input manager. File system I thought you already had. Oh, actually no, wait, this is just all you need. Okay, that's actually quite a small list. If that is it. I don't know if that is it. Oh no, this isn't just it. Hang on. No, I'm stupid. Hang on. No, you don't need these. Entity factory. I don't know if you need that. Necessarily. Nor this, nor this, not this, you're this. Maybe this is okay? Maybe it's okay. I'm just frightened of upsetting Sensei, you know? A common architecture you've heard of is client-server. Oh yeah. If you had a client-server, then the client would probably be where you put the cameras and viewports and stuff. Yeah, it's true. Should this stuff be in like a context? Viewport context? Big struct. When client and server are the same, I'm not sure what the best place would be. You can think about moving stuff into context variables. Yeah, I wonder about it. For now, I'm going to do this, because it represents the current pattern that I've designed the program in. But I'll think about it. I want this. You're not constructing anything, because you're just going to be a reference. Wait, why are you in display? Get out of there. I love this song. Oh, you need a thing. I was wondering why it was looking weird. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, it's good enough. Aha! That was satisfying, you see that? Wow. That was nice. Dude, Visual Studio has not been crashing that much lately. Do you think it's because I stopped putting everything in one giant header file? You're missing Sprite Atlas and main font. And Entity Factory. Oh, you do need Entity Factory. How big did it get? I've just meant more that there were no C++ files. Everything was in headers, everything was including everything else. So it was trying to, I mean, on my main PC it was running fine, but on the Steam Deck it was really struggling to link everything. Yeah, this is a tune. It's approaching 11 o'clock, so I want to get this done before that. It's such a banger of a tune considering what we're just doing. It's like mild maintenance. You have an asset manager. I guess you could have time lost paused as a treat. For now. You're gonna need Entity Factory. There must be a better way to do this. Right, that solves this, that. Animation repo. You have an animation repository, don't you? No, you don't. Why do you need it? Well, I guess you do need it. This tune's so good, dude. Hang on, where is animation repository? Entity Factory. Asset Manager. Oh, Asset Manager has you. Okay, we can definitely clean some of this up. I'm seeing a lot of copy and pasted, duplicated stuff. You don't need this. I know that. We're gonna need to fix that. ASCII Fortress 2, since it has pretty much every kind of manager under the sun, you could use its game as a reference point if you want something to compare your design to. Oh, cool. I'll check it out later. I'm logged into my work GitHub on this PC. I think you do have get latest tick info. I'm gonna be honest, like, seeing this chunk here, is this better than just including a reference to game? I don't know. Or making a context, like a game context struct, but that's not better, it's just hiding it. No, but you probably don't need all of those. But now I do. I'm thinking at some point maybe we could have different types of system managers? Because right now the system manager basically controls the game, which I guess is why it has it. And we haven't really thought enough about how to reconstruct the architecture to fix that. Right now things are looking for pointer of this. Why does culling system need a pointer to this? What are you doing with game? You're doing this. Culling system has a reference to game and is including the header, so it can show the continue menu or game over. But, so that should be a navigation system. It is a bit silly, but it's a great example, right? So that could be replaced with a reference to the navigation system. Which, sure, it eventually leads back here. But it's a little less stupid, right? Hey, Ray. How's it going? I'm doing A-okay, thanks. Is that a giant squid? No, it's a cat. But it's a seal. I'm fine. How are you? You have a reference to registry already. This is the shit where we'd be loading this stuff from a file somewhere, probably. Stressed but alright. Packing at the moment. Are you moving? What's up? Yes, it's a little odd that the other things have their own... this thing. Third year starting soon. Ah. Were you staying with your parents over the summer? What? Oh, I just straight up delete it. I think I did. Yeah, that's alright. Definitely could have this in a a level manager. Like calling everything manager. In some kind of level thing. But for now it's fine. It's just a placeholder. This isn't how we'll be loading the levels anyway. Are you studying some form of computer science like every other viewer? Or you're the token difference? I hope they're doing computer science. No, I thought you were doing something else. Computer science. Yeah, that's it. Amazing. Nice job at separating yourself from the crowd. Idiot. Architecture's the next big thing, didn't you hear? Another design you've grown fond of for systems, functions, whatever, is to have a list of commands as output rather than accessing external state. If you have a list of commands, you can forward their actions to whatever need them from outside, where you have to actually access and control them. So the function is pure, but can request to perform it. Yeah, that's good. I have, I use a rather similar system in mobile development, where you have your view model, and you have your activities and things that listen to the view model. Sometimes the view model can't do everything itself, unfortunately. You're still tied to using Android and iOS. You know, for starting a new activity, for example, you need to do that from an activity. So you'll have like a live event struct of some kind that you'll execute, you'll run down a pipeline, the activity will be listening for it, you know, it'll be observing it over the lifetime and not observing it outside of it. And that allows you to listen to like essentially like an event pipeline and deal with it as necessary. The view model itself doesn't actually do the thing, it just says that a thing needs to be done and anyone listening could do it, please. Which is kind of nice. I think data classes quite a lot. Sounds like a version of it. It's really handy. It's really handy. Because I think the system I'm using fixes an issue. I can't remember, I can't really describe it very well, but there used to be an old hack in Android, I think called Single Live Event, Google it. I think it's Single Live Event. It was written by a Google engineer. It's not packaged as part of Android because it's a hack, but it was essentially a way to send one-off messages from viewModel to activity, which is an anti-pattern, because viewModel is meant to represent the current state, and the idea of a single message being sent is counter to that, right? You can't recreate that, but sometimes you just need it. So it's like sometimes it is needed. Like, unfortunately, Android wasn't built on that idea. So the one I've got handles that quite nicely. Or at least a little better than Single Live Event. Yeah, it's a pipeline that you can listen to and subscribe to, so it can't just be lost. In the same way, at least. You're going to do computer science degree specializing in AI, but the course looks similar overall, so you stuck with base. I think that all would have been good. You might get a better grade doing doing computer science though, so maybe that's a reason to go with that. I'm half joking. The main problem it solves for you is how to have something like a GUI element with a complicated interaction object that can't accidentally mess with its own state in the middle of a function by calling an on-click callback. Yeah. It's a good system. What was I doing? I was making... Oh, this. Basically how your next system works and solve the problem of messing up the systems in the middle of an operation. Yeah, you're delaying it. Technically, there's nothing stopping you later in an update to clear the next system and break everything. They decided to get rid of all your CS variants except CS and maths. Yeah, it's such a varied course though. Modules really make it. Your grades so far haven't been solid. You hope the difficulty jump isn't too big. I think you'll find your effort will get higher if you have anything like me. My grades were like, I mean, I've told this a lot. My grades were not, like, they were fine. They were trailing a little bit. Like year 1, who I, you know, right off in the UK. Year 2, I think I was scraping the bottom of a 2-2. I was not doing that good. I was kind of depressed about it. And then year 3, I like did nothing but study and work and burn, and I got that first, which I'm never going to shut up about. But that, you know, 3rd year, all the chips were on the table. I had my dissertation, I had the like final interesting modules. I could really just focus and do my best. It's really sad though that it took me until the age of 21 to learn how to learn. I went through like however many, like 18 years of school or whatever, countless exams, A-levels, GCSEs, uni, until I finally learned how to learn. And then I graduated. A few of your 3rd year units felt like a difficulty spike. The difficulty spike is realizing that it's like, it's up to you. You can't like fuck about. You got first and pretty much everything 2nd year, but you can see that changing in 3rd year. You'll be fine. Looking back at uni, it was balls easy. Like, it was not hard. I was just stupid and new to it and lacked experience. So anything you think looks hard is aimed at like 20-year-olds. You'll get there, and you'll defeat it, and you'll be the world's best. You could make a bit more strict when you're allowed to add to the end of the command list. Yeah, that's true. I could have like a command pipeline that goes through our update or something. I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind the idea that instead of the settings menu calling game start, there's some messages pipeline where it just posts start game, and the game can like consider to execute it or whatever. You have some bullshit modules. Functional program. Yeah, I did not do as hot on functional. You had a quantum computing unit that you struggled with, but you were told the exam was quite easy in the end. Just, why are you all picking these interesting, difficult things? Do the useful ones. Do advanced data structures and algorithms. I like that. I maintain to this day that was maybe the most useful module. Haskell lol. Oh god, programming nerds in my chat. Get out of here. Alright, sorry, I got distracted. Let's do this. I just want a demo scene again, so we're gonna do spawn enemy. Position, true, and whatever. This is just like temporary until we have a better system. Okay? It's temporary. Why are you a Vec 3? What's the third component? Why do you need that? I forget. There's a reason for it. Sprite layer. Yeah, I think there was a reason for it. I always like the enemies to have multiple health. Whatever, it's just a demo scene. It's not meant to actually do anything. I wanted one of them to be predicted and one of them to not be. Alright, perfect. Asset manager looking great. Keep it up. Still haven't made that config file. We have this application options.header. Maybe I just chuck everything in here. No. Maybe. Alright. Anything left? Let's hit build and see where it crashes. Maths, I mean, I could use the Z layer, like, unironically. I could have, like, a jump or something. Your uni removed quantum computing. If you weren't a CS and math student, you had to request for it. I forgot about this. I don't know if my life would have been different, but in the year 1 of uni, I actually really wanted to do game programming instead of just regular computer science, and I specifically... My uni didn't do it, and I remember after my first couple of weeks, I actually went and asked if they could put me on it, and they said they just didn't do it as of last year. So like 2015 or whatever. And I was kind of sad, but I just kept on with computer science. And all the advice I got was to just stick with computer science, and now I'm very happy that I did, because I got like a, you know, varied education, but like, damn. Things would have been maybe quite different if I'd have done game programming. Yeah, my module on game programming was amazing. The professor we had was amazing. The man was he was way overqualified for our uni, I think. Like he had a story for everything. He was the sort of teacher that would reference like some game paradigm and then talk about some like 1980s mud that he played with 5 people or something. Like, it was really cool. I kind of miss him. Maybe I should email him and say, you don't remember me, but I went to uni 5 years ago and you influenced me. He'd probably appreciate it. He was really nice. He like appreciated so much. Like I did really well in that module. I don't think it's just because I got on well with him, but like, you remember me maybe talking about this in like old tier 2 commentaries, but like, he might not even still be there. He might have been promoted to like head of the world. But I was doing a group project with one other guy and he just wasn't doing any work. And they were specifically making the modules so you can't just stick all the work on one person. So like, I was forced to do half the work each week and stop. And he would never do the other half. And this went on for weeks until I just told the guy that... I told the professor, like, he's not doing anything. Please don't let me drag my grade down. I'm happy doing all the work. He was like, alright, it's fine. I'll just fail him because he's not doing any work and you can have 100% of the grade. And I was like, sick. I don't think he got failed. He did a little bit of work, but he marked it accordingly. Where, like, I was rewarded for my effort and I wasn't dragged down by his lack of effort and I was allowed to do extra work. We were making like some Unreal Engine game or something. I think I was making Boxhead in 3D, if you remember that Flash game. It was pretty good. Spawned zombies and stuff, you had to shoot them. I used Unreal Engine itself to make cubes. To make like the character sprites and stuff. Well, you weren't allowed to use like asset libraries, I think. You had to make everything yourself. And I was like, yo, Boxhead. But yeah, the guy was really cool. I kind of miss him. He had one lecturer who talked about how he got cyberbullied at TF2. Dude, speaking of which, it was cool. Do you know Big Yellow, the YouTuber? They make Pokemon videos and Lego videos. They followed me on Twitter and we were mutual, and I DM'd them and said I love their videos, and they said they used to watch my spy videos. And I was like, yo, small world. I thought that was cool. I like finding out that someone I'm watching knows who I am. It's kind of like a fun... Because I'm not huge, you know? I never got big enough. I'm like, my channel now is as old as Star's channel was when he started getting millions of views. So I'm well beyond that point. But, you know, there'll be a few weirdos out there who remember me, like you lot. It's nice to remember me. It's hard to hear this song and not hear Gochi Jin-sama every time I hear that guitar riff. You have get latest to tick info. Stop complaining. You've been watching me for like 8 years. It might be even longer than that. You know, it's nearly 2014. 2024, I wish. Guys, Fallout 4's coming out. You know they're doing a remake of Fallout 3? You watch my videos before your parents let you get TF2. That's amazing. I forget how old I am sometimes. I'm not old, but like I forget... I'm not like a super youth. Like my videos are old now, enough, that people will have watched me since they were 12. And now they'll be an adult. And it doesn't feel like it's that long ago that I was making them, you know? It's just an odd thought. Right, systems manager needs the fucking kitchen sink past him. But now, if we can come up with a better plan later, we'll do it. Maybe there's a way we can split it up even further. What does Entity Factory mean? Registry renderer animation file system. Registry renderer animation file system. Ba, 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 ba. Your coolest lecturer so far was your data structures and algorithm prof. He was also a pilot. Well, a couple people in your uni year has apparently seen Gravel Pit in a nutshell. Amazing. Oh, good night, Rubo. Oh, yeah, it's 11. I need to stop soon. But, like... Damn, I really wanted to, like, get this I really hate not having something compile. Wait, where is animation repository? You own your own animation repository, I guess. You managed to get your favorite lecturer to be your final year project supervisor. He might have been my supervisor as well, actually. Thinking about it. It was him or like another of my favorite lecturers. We had like another guy, he was a really old man. And he also had stories forever. He was incredibly cool. I loved it. I loved his he was pretty much the only lecturer I actually went to uni for, was just to listen to him for 3 hours. I guess that's what podcasts are for these days, huh? Yeah, you own your own animation repository. You don't even want a reference. I think you want an animation repository. I didn't have this in here. What does animation repository need? Sometimes to give my ear, like, a stop from the buzzing, I have to touch my laptop. I really need to fix this. It's funny, if I tap my laptop fast enough, like this, I can feel electric shock in my fingers. You just need a sprite atlas, okay. Who has the sprite atlas? Hang on a second. You don't need this. One way to do it. Yeah, I don't know how you moved walls with me, chat. It's kind of crazy. Hey, we're back here. So instead of game, you're gonna have the asset manager, I guess. Actually, you have entity vectoring. That's fun. Is C++ my most comfortable language? No, it's probably Kotlin or Swift. I'm very uncomfortable in C++. I've been learning it for years and I still don't get it. Oh, my monitor's not plugged in. Oops. Probably plug that in, huh? Is this a gross misconduct? No, it doesn't have it. You done it. Yeah, a lot of PC98s. Oh. I removed notice card from the C++, added it here, and even added it here. Are you proud? Well done. Thanks, Reddit user. Oh, good luck, bro. I'm thinking I should make the asset manager and entity factory and systems manager private. Because if I want to pass around the systems manager, I don't think the children need access to all of these. Maybe instead of systems manager, we could have systems messenger. Or something. Why do you need the sprite atlas? You don't need that. I don't think navigation system needs a lot of this shit. Why would you? You don't need most of this. I don't know if this is necessary either. Yeah, I think game state manager makes a lot more sense. I think you just need these. Entity, asset, system. Yeah. I guess it's because these things need them, actually. Alright, I think it's getting too late for this. I think I've got to call it off. I gotta go to bed, I've got work tomorrow, and it's late in the house. We have to do more thinking. I don't know why, I don't think the menus necessarily need all of this. Maybe... You know? Alright, I've got to stop for now. It's been nearly 3 hours. So I've got to stop here. I know it doesn't compile, which I don't like, but I believe we can do it. We just got to think about how we're passing around all these hundreds of things every time, and then fix that. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna go for now, chat. Thanks for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you tomorrow for something else or the same thing, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna stop here though. Bye bye, good night. Yeah, we've done some good things. We're thinking about the overall architecture of the project. And it's a good time for it because we've got enough implemented where we can actually see the effects quite quickly. And it gives us some good context for how to refactor rather than just thinking about, oh, what would we need? What would we come up with? We're moving around real objects, so we can really think about it. Like, maybe we can make it so the menu stack doesn't need almost anything, you know? Menus should really just be drawing. Alright, yeah. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah, I reckon so. It'll make it a bit less tedious as well if we just have to pass in like 1 or 2 things. Anyway. Oh yeah, also,